Would you like to write a song from scratch with me? Is day 20. Is it 20 of our 30-day songwriting challenge? That means we are 2/3 of the way through. Wow. Okay, this is my outfit of the day. I got my hang time. So I'm gonna be 100% honest. A little bit nervous today because I don't fear writer's block, but it's just an annoying thing to have. I kind of want to make something that matches my aesthetic, but that's what I tried to do yesterday and it didn't work. I thought, oh, I have pre-built in inspiration with my cool fit. ASMR. Tell me why my software has stalled twice. It's the second time and I'm waiting for it to stop. Tripping. It did it a third time, but I think I figured out what I did wrong. So in an interesting development, I actually wrote this song super duper fast. I did it more in an intuitive way, and I didn't focus too much on making anything rhyme, making it even match the music, because the loop I had going was so slow paced. So I could kind of make a pace and make a whole new melody just with my lyrics. So I didn't stress about that when I was writing at all. I really just wrote pretty intuitively, which is what I normally do, but I think I had kind of lost that a little bit in this past week. And this today was just so much easier for whatever reason. I ended up writing it about my fear of just putting myself out there and being open and vulnerable, and how you don't typically present things before they're ready. You wouldn't ask a painter to exhibit his outlines for his paintings. You wouldn't ask a building to do what a functioning building could do. You wouldn't ask a baker to give you dough, unless, that's what his thing was. But you know what I'm saying? So, when I think about it rationally, that, I shouldn't post, or I shouldn't put my songs out there because, I feel like I'm just not ready. But at the same time, I ended up writing about I still have to put myself out there, even if before I'm ready, because, you just have to. And because, if you wait to be ready, you'll never be ready. And you just gotta hope for the best. You gotta sink or swim, drift or drown. Oh yeah, and this part is like, it's embarrassing to feel not ready. It's embarrassing to still just be shy. But, that's just how I am right now. So I can't, beat myself up about it. But, it's an emotion I struggle with. I ain't gonna lie. When I was recording, I ended up getting rid of a couple of those lines, and I added some more in. But for the most part, this is the entire song. I literally did it in under 10 minutes. So it was weird when I wrote it like that, like right here, literally right here. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to write anymore. I'm done. Oh, it's just too hot for that jacket. Oh. I finished the lyrics. I finished recording. Now I gotta go through the takes and arrange the song. I didn't spend much time writing at all. Thank God. Thank God. Because once I had written all that stuff down, I was just like, I think I'm done. I don't care to write anything more to this. When I was recording and added an outro just off the dome, but it's still essentially the same song. And so I'm proud of myself. I'm so proud I did that. Slay. Hey, so we're doing things a little bit different today. Instead of doing a screen recording on my computer, then transferring it, and then voice recording, I thought I would do a real-time recording while I'm on my computer and talking. So, to start off, the track is built off of this loop that I made today. And it's just a C to an E to an A with the sound of Amplified Cello Quartet, the tension feature on the Spitfire Audio VST. It's free. And then up under that trio, I have just the note C, and that sound is Trumpet Fields Nice and Steady 1. When I sat down, I realized I kind of wanted to do something kind of ambient, so what I did is I came over to the mixer, and I put a reverb on it, turned the dry all the way down, and turned the wet up so it would feel more distant and more ambient. And then I put the parametric EQ on, and I used the old telephone preset. So this is what I'm using. Kind of gives it a vintage sound. And once I did that, at some point I was like, oh, you know what would sound really cool over this? A cicada. So I went and I YouTubed a cicada sound, and this is the one I used. And in this video, there's a guy talking to the cicada, just like, oh, come out of hiding. Get out of there, dude. And that kind of struck something in me inspirationally, and so I decided to kind of write about hiding and things like that. And so that's what the song ended up being about. And so his talking that says, when he says quit hiding, starts off the song, and then I start my song. I start singing. And then what I did with the sample was I have the original one with him talking and the cicada sound. And then I did another one with, and I cut his talking out and did just cicada throughout the most of the song. And then right before I start my little screaming thing at the end, I have the quit hiding sound again. And then cicada, just cicada. And then I have it fade out here at the bottom. This is a volume fader. It just fades out the whole song. For my vocals, I have one vocal track. I don't have them layered today. I used a fruity reverb. The dry is up pretty high with a little bit of wet, and I have a limiter on it because I do get quite loud in some spots, and I'm pretty close to the mic, so I need to turn it down so it doesn't blow anyone's ears off. And then I ended up separating, because I'm the loudest at the end, I separated them, and it's the same type of reverb, but I have the gain turned down a little bit more, and I have it turned down a little bit more in the mixer track, just so, again, it's just not too loud. Yeah, I didn't EQ it this time just because I don't really love the vocal presence preset that's on there, and I have to do my own research on how to fix the vocals the way I want them. And I'm finishing maybe a little bit early today, so I might be able to get to watch some videos on that. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole song. Real ones know that I lost my earphones like over a week ago, and I found them when I went thrifting. They were in a sweater. But I finished, I think I like this song kind of the best out of most of the songs I've been doing this past week. I sampled, not for the first time. I digitally did a sample on the Brat Demure song that the original version never got posted because of just a bunch of different reasons. But this is the first time I'm going to release something that I sampled. And I think it kind of eats. It is demure, actually. Production is simple. I like the production of it. So I'd really appreciate it if you go check it out. It is linked in the caption as per usual. If you like this video and you like the song, be sure to give it a like. And if you want to see more, I'd love it if you give me a follow. And if you know somebody who would like to see my content, share it. I'm having an allergic reaction, by the way. And I will see you guys tomorrow.